Welcome to this How to Use the Walker Academy film. This film aims to give you a brief outline of how to use the basic functions that you will come across when you're using the Walker Academy. So the first thing to do is to log in to the Walker Academy. So you should have received an email containing your username or email address and your password. To log in, you will need these, so make sure you have access to them. If you don't, all you need to do is email info@walker.ic.uk. This will be this email will show later on the screen, so you can get in touch with us. Although if you're watching this, you've probably already logged in. So when you successfully log in, you will then come to the course page. This will show you which courses you're enrolled in. As you can see, I'm enrolled on the How to Use the Academy illustrative site and the Learning to Co-Produce site. Today we're going to click on the How to Use Academy illustrative site. But before we do that, you can see on the front here, there's a percentage, and there are two buttons here that are currently brown. The percentage shows you how much of the course you've completed. So when you've fully completed the course, you've been through all the slides and all the quizzes and finished the evaluation sheet, you will then see this is at 100%. When you've uploaded all of the coursework that's attached to this course, this will then get a green tick, like you can see down here below. When you've fully completed the course by uploading all the coursework, clicking through all the slides, doing all the assessments, and completing an evaluation form, this second circle will then also be green. So to enter the course, you simply click on the title of the course you want to enter. So when you enter this course, this is what we call the course homepage. This is a really important page for you to understand how it works, because this is the main navigation page of the course. So as you go through the course, this page will get increasingly larger. Why? Because the Learning to Co-Produce course will be publishing blocks of modules stage by stage. So for example, at the moment, you can see the lectures, the only available lecture is lecture 1. Lecture 2 is currently locked. I'll go through this in a minute as to why this is the case. You'll be able to see your course tutors along the top here. And you will see that if you scroll down, there's several options of different aspects of the course that you'll need to access. So I'm going to go through those in just a minute. You'll also see a complete course button at the top here. You won't be able to complete this course until the very end of the Learning to Co-Produce module. The reason for this is that you need to make sure that you can complete an evaluation course, an evaluation form. And this will only be available within the last week of the course. However, to fully complete the course, you must complete that evaluation form. So the lectures are really important. So if you click on lecture 1, this is what we're going to use as an example site. So this started on slide 4, but when you click on it, you will start on slide 1, which will look like this. So this is how you access lecture slides. You'll be able to see the full slide. You can zoom in and out of them by using Control and using your mouse scroll button in the same way that you can change the size of Google tab. What's really important to notice is that when you scroll down, there'll often be options underneath. So how do you navigate? So this is the first slide. To go to the next slide, you simply press the next button. You'll see that then the slide changes. You can see this is slide 2 at the bottom. You can also use the slide bar along the bottom should you want to jump to a different slide. This is quite useful if you've got a big slide pack and you want to go back a couple of slides or go forward a couple of slides. So you can see in here, I've just put in some information about how to log in and making sure you keep your password safe. And there is the email address should you come across any login issues. So if we go to the next slide, the Academy homepage, this is the one I've just showed you. So should you ever want to go back to the homepage, all you need to do is you click along here and you can simply press back 1 button You click on that and it will take you back to the home page. Okay, so if you do that and you want to jump back into the lecture, you see this will take us back to the slide that we left off on. So if we wanted to jump back to slide 1 at this point, I'll show you how this works. All you do is if you wanted to you can see the little button that it says slide 1, you just click on that part of the tab and it jumps you all the way back to slide 1. So if we jump back to slide 3, let's head on to slide 4. So every module has a set of slides. So this, what you're looking at right now, is a slide set or a lecture example. So this, you'll get very used to this interface. As I've said, you can use a slide bar underneath. Okay, if we go forward, some of the slides that you come across will have this orange voiceover video below sign. What this means is that you need to scroll down below the slide. You can see on here that there's a film underneath it. The voiceover videos are voiceovers that accompany the slide that they are attached to. So these will be very useful for you to listen to and will be related to the slide that they're underneath. So this is just the first example of how you use a video. So it's very simple, assuming that your page is loaded properly. If you have issues with loading this page, simply click the refresh button and that often does the job. All you need to do is you simply hit play and you will see that this starts to play the video. Make sure that when you do this, your audio settings are on, otherwise you won't be able to hear it. And you can make this full screen, should you prefer. All you need to do is press that little button in the same way that you do on YouTube. Okay, so that's the full screen button. And you could also navigate to watch it on YouTube. So if you're having issues with, say, your internet's a bit slow, you can click on that and that will take you to the external YouTube site. And finally, you can also enable subtitles on some of them. Not all of the YouTube videos have this, but some of them do, and it's very useful or may be useful. You can see here, once I've clicked settings, subtitle, and I've clicked English, it then appears with subtitles underneath the video. If you want to turn those off, you simply go back to settings, click subtitle, and click off. So that is the voiceover videos. So you'll also see throughout this course the option of YouTube videos. So when you see this sign, this black and white symbol, again, you need to make sure that you scroll down and underneath the slide, you'll see the relevant video. So these videos are different from voiceover videos because they're the videos are published on YouTube and aren't necessarily one of the lecturers speaking about that video. So again, all you need to do is simply press play and you'll see that the video starts straight away. As with any YouTube video, you can skip ahead, you can rewind, and you can see, you can pause it should you need to go and have a break. So that's the video function. Okay, so if we move on, another symbol you'll see is this whiteboard symbol. This whiteboard indicates that there's a discussion board attached to this slide. Now this bit's a little bit tricky, and it is something we're working on improving. But at the moment, what you need to do if you see this, it means that there'll be some questions on the slide that you need to comment on alongside your other colleagues. So to do this, you simply need to navigate back to the home page by clicking the link at the top, like I've just done, and then you'll need to scroll down. When you scroll down, you'll see this course discussions button. This underneath will have the discussion boards that are relevant to the slide. So this one, for example, is the discussion board test slide 7. You'll be able to, these will be labeled to the lecture that they're associated with. So all you need to do for that is you simply click on here and it will load you to this site. So to comment on this, you need to click the reply button and then you'll see you'll be able to send a message. So if we just send test message for discussion board, okay, and you can write in your answers here, your thoughts, and then you submit. take a little while to load, but then you'll be able to see that your message has come up on the discussion board. If you want to edit it, all you need to do is click the little Ed button and you can change what you've said, submit. Similarly, should you want to delete it, there's a little delete button there and that will get rid of what you've written. Bear in mind that these discussion boards are open to all other students on the course, and your course leaders and course tutors can also see what you write on here. So it's really important that you make sure that you're answering the questions, that you're typing into the right discussion board, and that you're being professional at all times. This is not really a chit-chat site, but this is the instrument that allows you to interact with other course users. So do use it, but make sure you do so professionally. So once you've done your discussion board bit, you might want to head back to the home page so that you can get back into your lectures. So you head back into your lecture and you'll see it takes us back to the discussion board slide that we left off from. So let's move on. Some slides will have this blue cloud. This means that you need to pick up your pen and paper and think about the questions you're being asked. This activity is especially just for you. So unlike the discussion boards where you've got the opportunity to interact with other course members, this is a self-reflection activity. So there's no special buttons here. All you need to do is respond to the instructions and the questions that you see on the relevant slides. Another sign you might see is the quiz symbol. If you see the quiz symbol, there is a quiz to complete. So the quizzes are part of the completion process, so you must complete the quiz in order to complete the course. The quizzes on this course you can take them as many times as you like, but you have to reach 100% to progress and complete the course. To navigate to the quiz, if you scroll down, there should be a related link underneath. All you need to do is click on that link and it will take you to the multiple choice area. You'll see that it's opened up in a separate window, which is quite useful because it means you can navigate back to your slides should you need to. If that link doesn't work for some reason, what you can do is you can navigate back to the Academy site and then you'll be able to see the quizzes here. And again, you can open up the quiz through this function. Hopefully this won't be a problem, but if you do get stuck, that's a good way to navigate around if the link is not working. So if we head back to the multiple choice quiz, you will see that I have the option to answer some multiple choice questions here. So just for example, if I thought the answer was 1, maybe B and Lucy, I would select those, I would click submit. And then what will happen is you'll see that I've only got one of those right. So this says you need to get 100% to proceed, so please try again. Okay, so you have the option here to attempt the quiz again. So say I want to change my answer, I can click A and let me click will submit. And you can see here, I've still only got 50%, need to get 100% to proceed. So you can do this multiple times, but you do need to reach 100% to make sure that your green box gets ticked. So once you've completed that, it will register on the back end of the course and we'll be able to see how you're doing. If we want to go back into the lecture, all we need to do is close this window and you see we're led back to the lecture where we left off. So if we carry on with the lecture slides, there will often be additional resources that you can download. If you can download these, similarly to the link underneath the quiz symbol, you'll be able to click on this link and it will open up in a separate window with downloadable resources that you can access. There will also sometimes be additional information underneath the slides about perhaps additional research that you can conduct on your own or instructions. So always make sure that you scroll down and read at the bottom of the slide. If we move on, assignments are the next thing that we need to cover. Assignments are very important, as I said at the beginning, to make sure that you can complete the course. This is what the tutors will be looking through and providing you feedback on. So it's very important that you understand how to do this. So to submit the assignment, make sure you follow all of the instructions on the relevant modules. And then what you can do is you will need to head back to the Academy homepage. And then you'll see the subheading coursework. So coursework is where we upload our assignments. So underneath the coursework area, you'll probably see a series of options where you can submit coursework. Make sure that you click on the right one and upload the right coursework to the right place, otherwise it's not going to be able to get evaluated. So you can see here, this is for lecture 1. So assignment upload lecture 1, we're going through lecture 1. So all I need to do is click on here. You will get brought up onto this page, and here what you can do is you can choose what file you want to upload. So if you want to upload a Word document, all you need to do is find it, navigate it on your computer, choose that file to upload, and you'll see that it's come up at the bottom. And then all you do is you click upload coursework. You'll see that it's uploading. And once that's completed, you get a nice green tick on that coursework, and you can see that there's a link here showing what you've uploaded, which if you click, downloads onto your computer. Should you upload the wrong thing, don't panic, that's absolutely fine. All you need to do is go back into the relevant upload area. You'll see that it's come up with a warning saying that a file's already been uploaded. And by uploading a new file, it will replace the old one. So if you do this, that's okay, but remember that it will be replacing the file that you submitted previously. So should you want to do this, you choose a file, say you want to upload a different one, click open, and you can upload coursework. This upload button should allow you to upload Excel, PDFs, photographs, Word, most Microsoft packages. And again, you'll be able to just check that what it's uploaded is correct by clicking the little thing, and you'll see here it opens up my PDF that I uploaded. So if we go back, that is how the coursework upload works. So let's head back to the lecture. Something else to note before we do that actually is you'll notice that lecture 2 is now unlocked. So when you navigate through your courses, remember you'll see some of the lectures will be locked. This is a setting that we set up to make sure that you submit your coursework before you can progress. So if you find a locked lecture, there is more than likely some coursework that you have to upload before the next lecture is unlocked. So do make sure you do that. And then once the next lecture is unlocked, you can open that and continue as before. Okay. So if we head back to the lecture, so that's the assignments. If you run into any problems, so this is a web-based platform, so sometimes loading is difficult. If you have limited bandwidth, or if your internet drops out, or if your internet is slow, sometimes there is loading issues. If this happens, try and find a more stable internet connection. Try refreshing your page, that sometimes helps. And yeah, that's normally the first port of call if you can't load. Sometimes the links underneath that I've been showing you take a little bit while to load, particularly the videos, so please be patient. If you expect a video underneath the slide, please give it a couple of minutes to load itself in. If you do run into trouble, so if a link is broken or if it's not loading properly, try refreshing, and also try logging in and out of the Academy. So if you're still stuck, make sure that you're following all of the steps set out in this video. For example, if a lecture's locked, go back, double check that you've uploaded your coursework before you write to us, and make sure that you're using the platform as it's expected to be used. If you are completely stuck with a technical issue, just drop us an email at academy@walker.ac.uk, and someone should be able to get back to help you out. but please note this could take a few days, so please be patient. Please also make sure that whenever you email this address, you are asking technical questions. If you ask questions about the content of the work that you're doing, they won't be answered because this is not the right email to email. Should you have content questions, save them for the face-to-face review sessions that you'll be having at the end of each block. So hopefully this has given you a nice introduction on how to use the Academy. Take your time, get to use the platform, and yeah, make sure you watch this video, click through, make sure that you can use everything, and I hope that you enjoy the course. When you're ready to log out, all you need to do is click the little drop down arrow and press log out. Enjoy learning to co-produce.